Hey everybody, how's it going? um, I recently found a tripod that's been lying around here, so I thought I'd give it a go. It's a higher tripod than what I have. I have a mini tripod, and it's really small in comparison. So with this one, it sits the camera nice and high, and I should be able to, with some tweaking, with maybe working in a different location for the videos, be able to do some stuff on camera, like in quote-unquote real time. So, maybe a painting ramble or show you how I do certain conversions or whatnot. So, it's going to take some finagling to see how I can do it with the limited space I have, but we can definitely give it a try. So that's pretty cool. I thought I would utilize the camera and the tripod. Well, the camera I've always been using, but the tripod in doing some unboxing video, so I thought I'd give it a try here with something that I actually have that I didn't cannibalize for bits. So, here we go. What we have here is a Space Marine Commander box. I took all the contents out of the race. This is just a box that makes one plastic Space Marine Commander, a captain, a company master, a marshal, a Castellan, a Wolf Lord, although it doesn't have the cool Space Wolf bits for you Space Wolf fans out there. But it can still do it in a pinch. So I already unboxed it, so let's start off with what's in it. You get your standard decal sheet or transfer sheet, and you get 4 bases. The reason you get 4 is because bases come with their own type of sprue, and it makes 4, so they just give you the entire sprue, which I like. You can use one for the model here, you can use another one, or you can use others for terrain, or part of some Xenos vehicles like Tau can make use of this look. You could also use it as a basis for shields, a circular shield. Alright, so that being said, let's take this away and let's look at what actually comes. It's a big sprue that they break in half. It normally connects somewhat like this, but they snap them apart to fit in the box, and they come like that. So I'm getting that out of the way. Let's start with the small one. And what you have really is the small one, as I drop it almost, really has the shoulder pads, the head, some bits, one ranged weapon, and the arms here. Well, one set of arms. So this is the right arm for shooting. All the ranged weapons are on the right arm in this kit, and all the melee weapons are on the left arm. So let's go right to it. Let's start with the shoulder pads. So first up, shoulder pads. Let's see if I can get a nice and close, maybe a little zoom in action. We have 2 shoulder pads and nameplates. This one has just a nameplate. This one has a raised circular thing in the center to, I guess, freehand your decal or put a decal on there or something. This one here, let's spin it around for you, has a winged skull eagle type of thing, which is cool. This one is an Ultramarine symbol, which is nice for your Ultramarine players, and that's a Terminator Honor shoulder pad. Flip it back around for the last shoulder pad. This is a plastic Deathwatch shoulder pad, which I think is very cool, because I'm a big fan of the Deathwatch. Alright, moving right along, we'll look at the bits and the heads. This is an iron halo right here, and then you have basically, so I can zoom in a little more, there we go. And then you have basically a winged sword, which is pretty much a Dark Angel bit, a winged skull, another winged skull eagle type of thing, and Terminator honors. These connect to the chest on the torso, and I'll show you where when we get there. You could also use it elsewhere, but that's where they connect. And then you have 2 purity seals, 1 bundle and 1 singular, and then you have 3 heads. So with the heads you have yelling bear head with a bionic eye. Then you have a head that has a respirator mask on and no helmet. And you got a helmet head with like enhanced left eye. I guess you could say it's bionics, or you could say it's like an enhanced sensory type of thing or whatever. And rounding out this sprue is a bolt pistol with a hand attached to it, and I'll get to that in a moment once I get it focused. Then you have bolt pistol, you could say a plasma pistol in a holster. It's pretty much a pistol in a holster. And you have 2 right arms in different styles. The reason is, you know, if you want to outstretch like you're shooting, or if it's holding it back, and they don't have their hands because all the ranged weapon comes with hands attached to them. So let's go on to the second sprue of it, and let's start off with the legs. Here you have legs, one set of legs. They got 2 pewter seals on the left side, which is cool. Depending on how you position a torso on top of it, it can look like either he's running, or it can look like he is bracing himself. Then you have a back banner if you don't want to use the iron halo, and then you have the back of the torso, which has a cape attached to it. To finish up the torso, before we talk about the weapons, and finish up the model, it's the body itself, body proper pieces. You got the backpack with 2 eagle heads on it. This can represent an Adeptus Custodes backpack for when they're in power armor. This can represent Rene's Calgar in power armor. If you can't get his blister because it's not made anymore, you can use this backpack and just convert up the rest of it. It also works for any really like veteran, or if you have an avian themed chapter like the Raven Guard, the Hawk Lords, the Doom Eagle, stuff like that. What we have here is the front of the torso, the chest. Now, let's see if I can zoom it in close to show you what I'm talking about. Alright, see right here, right above my fingertip? I gotta cut my nails. But anyway, that little gem looking piece, you could paint up as a gem, or you could use the small bits I showed you, the small Terminator honor bit, the small winged sword bit and stuff like that. I mean, that's where they would go on the body. And then to round it out, we have a tabard with a purity seal on either side, which is very nice. Which it can go on the torso, it can go on a shoulder pad, and we have this. I forget the proper term for it. I call it leather tabard type of skirting type of thing here. Very nice. One of the bits I like is you can use it on Terminators. You can use it on power armor. It looks very cool. All right, so let's finish up the ranged weapons since we already talked about one. But remember, they're all right-handed, and we have a Storm Bolter. I'm a big fan of Storm Bolter, so I like that. We have a combi melta gun, a combi plasma gun, and a plasma pistol with scope, just because it looks cool. I think it was supposed to represent Mastercrafted. But it's nice to see some combi weapons. I wish they made a plastic combi flamer. I mean, I know you can get one through Forge World now, but just be cool. It would have been really cool to see this sprue have all 3 combi weapons on it. But hey, you know, 2 is better than none. And then we have the melee weapons, which are all left-handed only, because all the ranged weapons are right-handed. We got a Power Fist, Lightning Claw, Power Sword, and then we have a Chain Sword with Bionic Arm. And that's all the stuff that's included in the box. So let's put it back here, and you can see here the Terminator honors bit when I showed you in the chest is right there. So yeah, I really recommend any Space Marine collector gets one of these boxes. It's a very good way to add to your bit collection, as well as using a lot of the bits here on an arm you have already to enhance it. The ranged weapons are right-handed, and they have 2 arms, so you can make a captain using this kit. You have 1 extra right arm to have the weapon held out. What you could also do is hand replacement. You could take a bolter arm, chop off the hand with the bolter, and put one of the hands I showed you with the Storm Bolter or combi weapon in its place, and you can have a combi weapon held across the chest like a regular bolter would be. So you can do that to make use of all the hands. The melee weapons are easy to make use of because they all have an entire arm. The chainsword with bionic arm is nice if you play Iron Hands or a chapter with similar ideals with the whole flesh is weak bit, because it's bionic. And pretty much the heads you can fit will fit in any like Space Marine power armor. The back binder can be used by like a veteran or something. Every bit will find a use, and that much is certain. But first and foremost, this kit is to make a commander. But even if you don't do that, you could really spice up your entire army using a bit here and a bit there in conjunction with the bits you already have. So I would say if you're a Space Marine collector, get one of these boxes. Just one. Don't get a bunch. It doesn't really become too cost effective that way, really, because it is 20 United States dollars, or American dollars, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know what it is outside of the U.S., but that's how much it costs here. It used to be 15, and was a much better bargain then, of course, but I think it still is pretty good. Buy one, make a model out of it with just what's here, or buy one to use the bits across your entire army. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this little unboxing video. I hope it looks as decent enough as it did when I saw it through the viewfinder here. I hope you could see the details I was pointing out, because I could see it through the viewfinder, so I imagine it'll look the same up on the YouTubes. So anyway, that's it, and until next time, take it easy.